Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football back here at the Northwest 7-on-7 state qualifying tournament here with the head coach of the Lone Star Rangers in Frisco ISD, Coach Jeff Rayburn, our good friend. And Coach, appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us on this beautiful morning before you kiddos get going.
No, we're excited to be out here. It's beautiful weather, have a chance to compete and get a little better today.
Can we dial this up for the rest of the summer? What do you think? Would you be okay with that if we just dialed up this kind of 82 degrees, kind of overcast?
Yeah, if we can lock this in, I'm all over it.
Yeah. We'll take it now, right?
Absolutely.
All right, you mentioned 7-on-7, and we all know it's not real football. The pads aren't on, and that's when it really counts, and that's when the big boys come out. We love our offensive and defensive linemen. They're not out here, but you can improve and get better by playing 7-on-7. What do you want to see out of your kids compete today, and what do you look for? Because obviously we know you can't coach them, but you are one of the world's highest paid cheerleaders in the end zone, right?
Well, number one, we want to see our kids compete and do it at a championship level, and we want to see them do our stuff, offense, defense, and we want to see leadership. We want to see our quarterback call the plays, put us in great situations with down and distance, and we want our linebackers and our secondary to be able to make calls and adjust to different sets. So just getting better at what we do. We're really young in the secondary, really young at the skill spots on offense, but this is an opportunity for us to get better throughout the summer.
And because you're so young, I'm assuming there's still a lot of spots that guys are still competing for, and part of that competition is out here when you're going up against someone in a different color jersey, and that's part of your evaluation process. I'm assuming you're looking to look for leaders and look for maybe when things aren't going good, you're down by a touchdown or two, who's picking their teammates up and who's maybe chewing their teammates out, right?
No, that's a huge part of it. It is finding the right team and fitting all the puzzle pieces together, who fits in what spots and who plays the best together. So if we can figure those things out throughout the summer, we'll be on the right track for the fall.
All right, you recently wrapped up spring football. What the Lone Star Rangers need to get accomplished during the spring? Did you get that accomplished? And most importantly, did you come out of that thing healthy?
Yeah, number one, came out healthy. That's always the biggest goal. We found a lot of answers to questions that we had before we started spring football. Again, young in the secondary, young in our skill spots, so started to figure out some answers, figuring out what we can do. And that's what we always want to do offensively and defensively. What do we do well? What do our kids do well? So we found some ways to put the puzzle pieces together, and I think we're on the right track.
All right, looking at your district and looking ahead at 2023, as always, Frisco ISD and Sherman, very competitive. A few new coaches sprinkled in the district. How do you see the district race shaking out, and is it going to be as competitive as it always is?
Yeah, I think it is. I think all the teams know each other so well. I think all the teams are coached at a high level. There's a lot of talent throughout the district. So I expect it to be a lot like last year and the previous years. Just lots of competition from week to week and seeing how it shakes out at the end.
All right, now final question for you, Coach. This is a food-related question, and I ask these questions because I try to get an idea of you guys' personality. So you're a Tex-Mex guy, right? You'll throw down some Tex-Mex, right?
Anytime, any place.
All right. So here's a question for you: red or green salsa? What do you prefer and why?
I'm a red salsa guy. I'm a guy who likes routine and consistency, and I feel like I know exactly what I'm going to get with red salsa. You know, every restaurant's a little bit different, but I feel like it's pretty consistent at most places.
My judge of a good Mexican restaurant is their salsa. If I walk in and the free salsa they give you on the table is as the kids say, if it slaps, it's going to be a good meal. Is that kind of your judge when you sit down at a new place?
Yeah, and my problem though is I'll eat 3 baskets of chips and about 5 pounds of salsa, and I won't have any room to eat anything else, but I always find a way to power through.
Same. That's perseverance, Coach. That's what you teach the kids, right? Yeah.
That's right.
Just taking them to a Mexican restaurant and showing the perseverance of Coach Rayburn, knocking down some. I need to go eat some chips and salsa with you. Maybe we'll do that after the tournament.
Yeah,
what do you say?
Let's do it for sure.
Coach, enjoy watching your kids compete today, and appreciate what you do for student athletes in the state of Texas.
I appreciate you, Matt, and Texas football. Thank you.